Force.
It's about force.
Force.
Okay. This is just a review. No need to write anything, okay? No need to write anything. This is just a review. Okay, for force, there are vocabularies that we have. 10 vocabularies. Number 1 is, read this.
Teacher, write in the notebook.
No. You have this one already in your notebook. No need to write. This is just a review. 1, force. 2, push. 3, pull. 4, actions. 5, observing.
Effects.
6, effects.
Involve.
Involve.
Change.
Direction.
And last one, we have together. Okay. So question, what is force again?
Push and pull.
Force is a push. Force is a push and pull upon the object, resulting from object's interaction with another object. Okay. Such
Such as.
Okay, wait. I changed the camera of this. Okay. Many actions such as stretching a rubber band, also part of force, or kicking a ball involve pulls or pushes. Next, we cannot see force. Of course, we cannot see, but we know that it exists by observing its effect. So the way for us to know the effects of force is by observing the result and of the effects that we have. Next, these are some examples of force. Make a stationary object move, make a moving object speeds up, change the shape of an object. Number 4, slow down a moving object, change the direction of the moving object, and lastly, stop a moving object. It looks like this. Make a stationary object move by kicking the ball. Okay. And in this one, we use the push force in this one. By kicking the ball, it becomes a push force. This one also, moving object, speed up. This is by the force of pull, or push, sorry.
Push.
This one is pull. By pulling the rubber band, you change the shape of the rubber band from circular to become like this, an oval part. Also, this one, slow down a moving object by pulling the brake. Also, this one, change the direction of a moving object by hitting the tennis ball. You use the pushing force and you change the direction of the tennis ball. Number 6, stop a moving object. What kind of force did you use here? Push or pull?
I think pull.
Push, teacher, push.
Push. And at the same time, you pull it in yourself. Huh? Push and pull somehow. Next. This one. How many effects of force can you see in the picture? This one, on the left side, he uses 50 Newton force, 50 N. And on the right side, 60 N. The unit of force is Newton or N. Where will the box go? To the left or to the right?
To the left. I think to the right.
I think to the left.
Where will the box go? Left or right? It will go to the left side because the difference of strength and force is 10 Newton.
Oh.
Okay. Sorry. And in this one, force is divided, or force can be either push and pull. Okay, don't forget
Okay.
push and pull. Now let's proceed to the next topic, which is about, wait. I hope you have your notebook with you because we will be writing 10 vocabularies again. Okay. Okay, so let's start. And this one, we are still in Unit 1, forces and their effect. And in this Unit 1, we will be talking about resultant force. We are finished with the meaning of force, and it's also time to go to the next topic, which is resultant force. Get your science notebook and copy the 10 vocabularies, please. We have number 1. Ready? Resultant force. Number 2, push. Some of the words are the same with the force. I just have to repeat it. Number 3, pull. Next,
Generally.
let's proceed to number 4, 5, and 6.
Finish.
Mhm.
Me too.
Yeah.
Teacher,
Next now.
teacher,
Next.
wait.
Can go now.
Finish. I can go now. It might be like.
Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Next, we go to 4, 5, and 6. 4 is force, direction, and object.
Finish.
Okay.
Finish.
Number 7, 8, and 9. Ready? Seven, eight, nine. We have opposite, Newton, and change. Opposite, Newton, and change.
Everyone finish.
Last one, number 10. Last one, we have action.
Finish.
No, finish.
Finish. Teacher, can go number 9 again, please.
Okay.
Thank you, teacher.
And this is number 10, action. Okay,
Yes.
Nano, Kenyang.
Teacher,
Okay,
number 2, push. Teacher, number 2, push or pull.
push and pull. Okay,
To push or pull. Push.
so let's read vocabularies, please. Number 1. What is number 1? Vocabulary.
Resultant force.
Resultant force. Very good, Nick. Number 2,
Push.
push. Number 3,
Pull.
number 4,
Force.
5,
Direction.
6,
Opposite.
7,
Newton.
Opposite.
Newton.
8,
Chain.
Newton.
Newton. 8 Newton. Chain.
9,
Action.
and 10,
Action.
action. Okay, so let's start. Don't copy this one. We will discuss first. Okay. Now for resultant force. Oh, this one should be 1.2. Resultant force, we do many activities in our daily life. What kind of activities do you do every day? What kind of activity do you do every day? It's either, for example, brushing your teeth. It involves force like push and pull. When you eat your food, you put your food in your mouth. It involves activities like pulling. Okay, these are the resultant force that we usually have in our daily lives. Also, in our activities, we need to exert or put efforts on objects of force. Examples, we put force to object opposite closed door and how do you call this one? To open and close doors and put forces to grab objects. These are some examples of forces that we have and that we do every day in our life. Now, what is push? What is push? Push แปลว่าอะไร
Push แปลว่าผลัก
Push แปลว่าผลัก
Can you give example, please?
Teacher
Example
is
of push?
pushing I move table.
You
Push
move the
move
table,
Move the chair
move the chair. What else?
Football.
Playing football.
Move chair.
What
Push
else?
the table.
Push the table, finish.
Follow the follow ไม่ได้
Push a car.
Push the car. What else? Last one.
Ride a bike.
Ride a bike. Is it a push?
Open the door.
No. Next question. What is pull? Pull แปลว่าอะไร
Pull.
แปลว่าดึง
Give examples of pull, please.
Tug of war. Pull the car.
Tug of war, playing tug of war.
Close the door.
Close the door. Pull.
Pull the table.
Pull the table.
Pull the car.
Pull the car.
ดึงค่ะ
Close the window. Part of pull. What else? You have your examples in your notebook, right?
Open the door.
Open the door is pulling. It's either pulling or pushing. What else?
Open the window.
Open or close. Next,
Pull the closet.
pull the closet. So now you know the difference between pull and push. Okay, so let's proceed. Tell me what kind of example is this, okay? The kids are playing tug of war. Same direction or opposite direction?
Opposite direction.
They are in
Opposite direction.
opposite direction. Very good. Next example. The kids are pushing a wheel.
Same direction.
Same or opposite?
Same direction.
Same direction. Which is going to the right side, okay? Next one. Two horses are pulling a cart. Same or opposite?
Same direction.
Same direction. Oh, Tul.
Next.
The kids are moving a cupboard.
Opposite
Same
Opposite
direction.
direction.
Same or opposite? It's the same direction. The other
The
girl is
same
pulling
direction.
and the other one is pushing. But the direction will be the same, going to the right. Next. Tul, can you read, please?
Yes. The unit of force is the Newton. We use arrow to show the magnitude and direction of a force.
So we use the unit of force is Newton. When we use arrow to show the magnitude and the direction, the magnitude means to say this is the heaviness. How long? For the direction, it's either going to the right and going to the left. But still we use Newton and big letter N to know the force. Next, continue. Tul.
To get the resultant force, we need to know the magnitude and directions of all the force.
Of all the forces. When you say magnitude, the sizes. And when you say direction, where does it go? To the left or going to the right? Next. Read, please.
Okay. When force act in the same direction, the resultant force is the sum of all the force.
Thank you. Jim, can you read again?
Okay, when force act in the same direction, the resultant force is the sum of all the forces.
What does it mean by sum? When you say sum, you add. Add means say you buwakan. You add the two. Okay. Now example, we have the example here is the box. And there are two forces here. The force one is 50 Newton force, and the force 2 is 50 Newton force. So what is the resultant force in pushing the box? This is same direction. So how many? 50 Newton plus, you add the two, plus 50 Newton equals 100 Newton. So the resultant force is 100 Newton going to the right direction. This is the same direction kind of resultant force. Now let's go to the second one. Nat, read please.
When we force act in opposite directions, the resultant force is the difference between the force.
So what does it mean by difference? Difference means to say you subtract. Okay? You minus and subtract the force. For example, force 1 pushing to the right have 50 Newton force. Force to how many Newton force? How many?
60.
60. So what we're going to do, force 2 pushing to the left, force 1 pushing to the right. This one, both of them are pushing force with the backs. So to get the result is 15 Newton minus 30 Newton. What's the first one? 30, correct. Sorry. 15 Newton force minus 30 Newton force is equal to 20 Newton force. So the resultant force is 20 Newton. The direction is going to the right. Coach, am I?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. The first one, when you want to get the same direction, you add the force. In second one, when both force are pushing with the same boxes and opposite direction, you use minus sign. Okay. Next, the length of the arrow shows the magnitude or size of the force. An arrow is long, the magnitude of force is big. When the arrow is big, showing its 80 Newton force. If an arrow is short, the magnitude of force is small. An arrow showing a 20 Newton force. So 80 is bigger than 20, so the arrow should be longer to the 80 Newton force than to the 20 Newton force. Okay, next, number 2. The head of the arrow shows the direction of the force. The force is going to the left. The arrow is going to the right. Okay, next. Reading a force. Who can read this one? Anna.
The force has a magnitude of 80 Newton acting to the right.
To the right. Continue.
This force has a magnitude of 20 Newton acting to the left.
So what is the difference between 80 Newton force and 20 Newton force? Anna,
One teacher.
what is the difference between the two? What do you observe? The difference between the two is that 80 Newton force, the arrow is longer. 20 Newton force, the arrow is shorter.
80 minus 20.
No, no need to minus. Thank you, Anna. Next. Examples of resultant force. I have 4 scenarios here. I want you guys to listen to this one because this is important. It is also part of your worksheets later on. Okay. There are 4 scenarios. These 4 scenarios are different. They are not the same. Okay. Number 1. We go to scenario number 1. How many force do you think is the guy pushing?
50.
For example, this guy is pushing 100 Newton force going to the left or going to the right?
Going to the left.
Going to the left. This is scenario 1. Okay. Scenario 2 is different. For scenario 2, how many people pushing the car?
2 people.
2 people. For example, 50 Newton force pushing force for the purple person. Second one, 15 Newton force pushing force for the pink one. So you combine these two, we have 15 Newton plus 15 Newton equals 100 Newton resultant force. Okay, May?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. What is the scenario one? How many person pushing the car?
One person.
One person. Scenario two, how many?
Two person.
Two. When two person are pushing the car, you add the resultant force. For example, the purple and the pink one, 50 and 50. Going to the right, you add the Newton force, 100 Newton resultant force. Okay? Let's go to scenario number 3. There are two persons pushing the box. Okay?
Why?
Two. For person letter A, 50 pushing force. For letter B, 50 Newton pushing force. So where will the box go?
Nowhere.
Huh?
The box. The box. The box
Stay
stay.
50
not go.
Newton minus 50 Newton,
The box
0
doesn't.
Newton for resultant force. The box will not move. Okay, this is scenario number 3. Two person pushing the box opposite direction. You minus the resultant force, minus the force. But in this case, in scenario 3, 50 Newton and 50 Newton, the box will not move because the resultant force is 0. Okay, May? Let's go to number 4. Let's check. How many person pushing the car?
Two.
2. For example, number 1, 50 Newton pushing force. Second one, 150 Newton pushing force. Where will the car go? Left or right?
Left.
Go to the left.
To the left.
100 Newton.
So what is the resultant force?
100
100
Newton.
Newton.
100 Newton, very good. We have 150 Newton minus 50 Newton equals 100 Newton
100
resultant force.
Newton.
Coach, am I?
Yes.
Yes. What is the scenario 1 again?
One people
How
push.
many person pushing?
One people.
Scenario 2.
Two people.
So what are you going to do?
Minus class.
Plus,
or minus?
you add both resultant force. Scenario number 3. How many person pushing the box?
Two person
Two.
pushing the box.
So what are you going to do to get the resultant force?
Minus.
Minus. Same as scenario 4. Two person pushing the car, the box or the car. You minus the force and then you get the resultant force. Do you have any question?
No.
No. Okay. I will give you examples later on, but I want you to copy the summary of the class. Copy this one in your notebook, please. Hi, are you writing in your notebook or no?
Yes.
Can I see your notebook? Oh, fine. So, Pi, where's your notebook? Oh, Pi is not writing. Oh, Pi. Pi is writing, but Pi is not writing. I don't know why. No, finish. Those camera are closed. I will give you minus 10 points. Whose camera are closed, I will give you minus 10 points. Lamin na.
Sure, finish.
Teacher, I am finished.
Thank you. Masha, did you finish? All finished, right?
No, teacher, not finished.
Mhm. Next. Yes or no? Calypso, finish? Oh, Pi again. Pi again.
Finish.
Okay. Next.
Finish.
Also copy this one. Ankun. Kianler. Naif Satya. Naif. Kenyang.
Finish.
Finish. Finish now.
Mhm. Next one.
Submit.
This one. Next.
Wait, teacher, I not finished.
I finish.
Okay, I finished now.
Okay. Majidi, finish? Majidi.
Finished now.
Next. This one, the next one is difference.
Finish.
Okay, finish?
ไม่อันนั้นมันฟรีแต่อันนี้มันเสียเงิน
Finish.
Teacher, I don't write number 16 teacher จดไม่ทัน
Hmm?
จดไม่ทัน16 เนี่ย
This one?
งานส่งให้เสร็จเลยนะ ไม่เอาไปนู่นแล้วนะไม่เอาไป
Later, I'll show you. You finish this one first.
I finished now.
Yeah. Let's wait for the others.
Five, four, three, two, one. Here's back down.
Okay. Jim, you finish this one first now. Later we go back to that one.
Right.
right
Cancun. Cancun, copy. Okay, finish.
No. Yes. No.
Ờ, ờ, thì mấy.
Jim, you copy this one now, no? Verse 16.
Finish now.
Jim.
Okay, teacher, rồi.
Okay, yeah.
Headphone.
Jim.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Now for scenario 1. The pushing and make it just simple, nah? Don't just don't draw all exactly, nah? Just make it simple. Draw a stick and the box and then pushing force 100. That's it. Make it just a simple one.
Teacher, this one right too?
Yes, right also.
You should draw.
Draw simple one, simple only. Not the same, not the pushing and the car. Just a simple one.
Teacher, can I draw box?
Die.
Yeah. And draw the pigment push the car.
Yes. Train. Kamalay train.
Cannot.
Finish là số 15.
Scenario 2. Number 2 now. Okay.
No. No, teacher.
Cô nào?
Number 2. For scenario 2. Nano, finish. Did you write in your notebook, Nano?
Finish.
me too.
Let's go to scenario number 3.
No, teacher, wait. Okay, teacher.
Okay, number 3. This is scenario number 3. The next one is the last one, scenario number 4.
Finish.
Finish.
Okay,
Finish.
last one. After copying this one, you get your science worksheet. I will discuss to you how to do the worksheet and how to answer them.
2 page.
Copy this one, please. Copy this one first.
ใส่หัวเขียน
Teacher, finish.
Finish.
Okay. I will close this one now.
Teacher, go to folder 16, please. I not finish.
Again, 16.
Yes.
This one.
Yes. It from Wee wee. Wee wee.
So, scenario 4, all finished?
Yes.
Okay. Want noodles, sir? Shell. I want noodles, sir. Noodles. What? I want to think. Okay, all finished?
Yes.
Okay. Now get your science worksheet now, please.
Yes.
This one.
Yay. I call it.
This one. Okay. Question number 1, find the resultant forces and the directions of the objects. For number 1, what are you going to do? 5 Newton plus 5 Newton. You write it here. 5N plus 5N equals to 10 Newton. The object moves to the left or right?
Right.
To the right. You write to the right.
Okay. Teacher, write 5 plus 5 equal 10.
5N plus 5N equals to 10N.
Okay.
Okay. And the object moves to the left or right?
Right.
Right. Number 2. What are you going to do with the number 2?
7 minus
7N
7n
minus 5N equals
equal to n.
2N. Where will it go? To the left or to the right?
Left.
To
It's
the left. Hammer, where's your worksheet? Hammer.
Teacher, number 3, why what? Because it don't move.
Huh?
Equal to
No
number
move.
1 and 2. Number 1
Why
and
no move?
In number 3, 6N minus
Don't
6N
move.
equals
0
0N.
n.
The object moves, you just write the same.
Okay.
The same. THE space SAME, the same. For number 4, 8 Newton, 8N minus 2N
minus 2
equals
equal 6n.
6N. Where will the object go? Left or right?
Right.
To the
Right.
right. I spell right.
RIGHT.
Good. All done? 1 up to 4?
Yes.
Next one. Read and answer the questions. Bob weighed 2 rocks with a spring scale. First, he weighed 1 rock at the time. Second, he weighted the 2 rocks at the same time. Then he wrote down this information. The first one, and rock 1, 1.3 Newton. Second rock, 1.5. The total is 2.8. The second time, he weighed both rocks. Number 1, what did he get for both times?
2.8 Newton and 2.8 Newton
Correct.
equal.
Okay, teacher, what?
Teacher again, please.
What did he get for both times?
2.8.
2.8 Newton and 2.8 Newton. Pangalan nito eh.
Already finished.
Okay. Second question. What can Bob conclude from the experiment?
Mean.
Huh?
I don't
What
know.
is
I don't know.
What is the summary for doing the experiment from Bob?
The rock weight. The rock weight.
1.3, 1.5.
Huh? Listen, okay? Listen.
Okay.
When two forces are in the same direction, they add up to give one resultant force. Okay, I read slow. When two forces, right, please. When two forces are in the same. Okay. When two forces are in the same direction, they add up
When two forces
are in the same direction. Mapo, stop playing.
just say again, please.
When two forces are in the same direction, when two forces are in the same direction, they add up to give. You check the chat. I will chat the answer. Read na. When two forces are in the same direction, they add up to give one result.
Teacher, when two forces are in the same direction.
Check the chat, please. I gave the answer in the chat.
Okay.
Oh my God. My God.
Did you see already?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I go to line.
Not line. In the chat in the Zoom. Not in the line.
Finish.
Okay. Now,
Hey, teacher, I not finish.
if you're finished, you take a photo of your worksheet today, na? I want to check. Okay, I will check this one.
Okay, teacher, I finish now.
You take a photo
I go
and
to
send.
Take photo in line.
Yeah, send to me.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the last one. See you again next week. Okay. Those who did not take the quiz in science and PE, your score is 0. Okay. Thank you and goodbye.